Many of us believe that the health of our body depends on our brains, our hearts, our blood system. What we don't really know is that the colon actually drives the body. Here to tell us all about it today is Dr. Isabel van Niekerk. She is a colon doctor, a doctor of alternative medicine, studied in India, and really my doctor, who's actually looked after me, saved me when my stomach was full of worms. Dr. Isabel, welcome.
Thank you.
What are colonics? Because I think until I found you, and I had an ailment for which I'd gone for x-rays, I had a whole lot of checks on my body for many years actually. And when I found you, I found out that actually the only thing that was wrong with my body was worms. I was worm infested and I had a lot of problems with my colon. So I think a lot of people need to know about this. So what is colonics?
Yes, people are not very aware of how important the colon is because everything starts in the colon. If your colon is not clean, how can the rest of your body be clean? Colonic is where I insert ozonated water into the colon, straight into the colon, and clean it out. It's more like a modernized enema, but with a colonic, we clean out the whole colon and not just part of it.
Yes.
90% of the time I wash out worms out of people's colons. And some of them look like snakes, this big. And also remember, the worms also eat your nutrients. They live off your nutrients.
Sure.
And most of the time there is such a blockage of just worms in the colon. And that's where the problems start. When you wash out the colon, deworm the people, their problems are solved.
So I can tell you that is very, very real. But then the procedure itself, is it not a painful procedure? I know that it's not, but because I've experienced it, is it not a painful procedure for everybody?
It's not painful at all. It's a little bit uncomfortable because, yes, you've got a pipe in there, but painful, not at all. And it's not even unbearable uncomfortable.
No, it's not. Would you recommend it for children? At what age can one start doing colonics?
Children, no, because they're not fully developed. And with the colonic, we only work in the colon. We're not going into the small intestine. And when they're not fully developed, you don't know how far you're going. You don't know exactly how long the colon is and where you're working in. Children, girls from 16, I will say, boys from 18. Because it's a very sensitive point for boys. So you need to be very, very careful there.
Okay. And I mean, once the colonic is done, is it a once-off treatment?
No.
Okay.
If you've never done it before, you need more than one treatment because on the lining of the colon is what they call the mucoid plaque. And every time that
the black stuff that you showed me.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It sits on the lining of the colon, and every time you eat wrong, and this it ferments, it go and form on the lining. So that start forming since the day you start eating. To get that off with the necessary fiber and the colonics, yes, it comes off. And sometimes it comes off in one big piece, and it's frightening because it looks like your colon coming out. It takes absolutely the shape of your colon.
But how come people don't get to know about this? Because, I mean, as I said, for me, the healing took place immediately with the first colonic. And I did say that everybody needs this.
Everybody does.
So how come it's like almost like a best kept secret that, everybody would rather give you all sorts of things, but not go into, perhaps it could be your stomach. What is it? Do you think it's not something that is in people's radar, that your colon actually could be a problem?
People aren't aware of it. They think your heart is important. Yes, your heart's important. The lungs are important. But if the colon is not clean, because remember that plaque sit there, and the job of the colon is to absorb the water and the last nutrients. Then all those fermented toxins absorb and it recirculate the body. And somewhere it needs to accumulate, and it normally target the weak spot in the body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm having a science or medical lecture, but I do think people need to know about, our viewers at home need to know about this, and that there is relief, there is help. It's just maybe not one that is readily, people telling you about it,
Yes.
as easily as possible.
Yes.
Can we talk about the link between the health of your colon and your emotions and the stress? What is the link there, and is there a link?
Remember, if you stress, the first thing that happens, your colon stop working. And physical, on your solar plexus, is your emotions. It's not on your stomach, it's on your colon there. It's very, very emotional as well. And with the colonic, it's not just a physical relief, it's also an emotional relief. Because remember, you don't have control on it. It goes.
And it goes.
Yes.
It really
and if
goes.
this is clean, this will be clean.
So the blockage will be gone.
The blockage will be gone. And also remember, with the colonics, I'm a big believer in fasting. To clean out the body totally.
Okay.
Because when you fast, your body also uses the energy that it normally uses for digesting. It used to heal itself. And it's also when the body is so very toxic. Your brain can't produce the hormones, your sleep hormones, your melatonin, your serotonin. And when the body is clean, yes, then it will start producing. And people will start sleeping. People won't be as depressed anymore.
With a clean stomach.
Yes. And so many people go on a detox. Then they say, no, I've been on a detox for 2 weeks. I'm clean. Did you clean out your colon? No. So you're not clean.
So what are they detoxing then?
Exactly. They're wasting time.
It's all in the stomach.
It's all in the stomach. With the detox, clean out the stomach.
All right. Dr. Isabel, I can't even tell you how happy I am that you're here to actually just talk to us about this. And thank you for your time. It's been really great talking to you.
For having me.
Absolutely. Well, as you hear it right now, you hear it for yourself from the doctor, that your colon is a very big asset in your life and actually plays a big role in your health. If you want a lot more information on what Dr. Isabel has said, we have her on our website on www.owamiwomen.co.za. She's got a full-on article on colon cleansing and colonics. So I'd actually advise you and urge you to go there for a lot more information. Her telephone numbers are there, so you have a way to get in touch with her. And good night.